on paid leave. He remains on leave with a lieutenant as acting chief. Wisconsin Radio Network.
Every year there are commercials reminding everyone to hunt safely. But the truth is, it's not up to everyone. It's up to you. Treat all firearms as if loaded. Always point them direction. Be certain of your target and what's beyond. And keep your finger outside the trigger guard until it's safe to shoot. Don't just be aware of these safety measures, follow them. Wisconsin DNR, Adventures and Memories. Enjoy Wisconsin's wild side. dnr.wi.gov.
I've been farming my whole life.
I don't need somebody to come out here and state the obvious.
I don't need anybody to explain my farm to me.
My local co-op works with CHS, and they know what I need when I need it.
A global network of support.
Local expertise.
And options.
We need a co-op that's here for us.
So we can own every day.
When you're an owner of a local cooperative connected to CHS, you get local expertise, a proven, efficient supply chain, and global market access. CooperativeOwnership.com.
And again, these come on wireless.
If a great big tree falls in the forest and no one is there to hear it, did it make a sound? Now let's relate this to marketing. Just because you have a great product or service doesn't mean anybody will hear about it. Hi, this is Nancy from Design Advertising. We can help promote your business venture with direct mail campaigns, including every door direct mailings, as well as signs, banners, vehicle lettering, and promotional products such as pens, koozies, cups, flash drives, sticky notes, and more. With our help, your message is bound to be heard. So if you want your business to be a smashing success, hike on over to Design Advertising or call us at 885-3100.
If you want your business to branch out, have Design Advertising letter your vehicle. You won't be going out on a limb because Design Advertising is known for impressive full-color vinyl graphics. Leave it to the professionals at Design Advertising in Beaver Dam. Like them on Facebook.com/thegraphicartists.
Hi, this is Terry File from File Supper Club, and fall is here, and so are our October specials. Our featured entree is Schweinshaxen, braised pork hocks served with delicious roasted vegetables, our 15-foot soup and salad bar, which is a meal in itself, das schmeckt aber gut. Our featured pub special is our barbecued pulled pork, smoked and slow roasted pulled pork with our own tangy barbecue sauce. This month's cocktail is a File's favorite, Southern Peach Old Fashioned, made with Southern Comfort and peach schnapps. Our special ice cream drink this month is Pumpkin Spice, spiced rum, pumpkin syrup blended with hand-dipped ice cream, topped with whipped cream and a candy pumpkin. Don't forget Oktoberfest every Saturday through November 2nd, so be sure to bring your friends and family and celebrate with us. Go to FileSupperClub.com. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook. File Supper Club, Highway 73, south of Randolph, a family tradition for over 50 years.
High-quality, compassionate primary care close to home is the cornerstone of your family's health and wellness. BDCH Medical Clinics in Beaver Dam, Columbus, Horicon, Juneau, and Waupun are here to support you along your personal journey of wellness. Experienced physicians and talented advanced practitioners work with you to prevent illness and disease and care for your health concerns. Learn more about BDCH Medical Clinics close to you. Visit bdch/clinics.com or call 920-887-7181.
Create your very own stuffed animal at the Fluffing with an Angel fundraiser on Saturday, November 16th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Nunatech Coffee Uptown, 201 Gateway Drive, Beaver Dam. Choose from over 100 animals, outfits, and accessories. Each pet is $25. Stuff your own animal with your hands. No machines needed. Each new pet goes home with a wish heart and a birth certificate ready for your forever love. You can add a Noel's Angel Walk t-shirt for your pet for just $5, and additional outfits are $12. All kids who participate will also get a Stuff and Love jelly bracelet. Donate new or gently used hats and mittens for Clothes for Kids' Snowvember collection. Kits are available for purchase for those who are unable to attend. Noel's Angel Walk is part of the WBEV 95X Children's Radiothon. Check out all the details at dailydodge.com.
Oh yeah, we do have to have it on your friends or acquaintances.
Check out the latest information on station contests at dailydodge.com. Brought to you by Hometown Glass and Improvement.
What is it, about a fist away? You can get
Here's a look at your weatherology forecast. A winter weather advisory is in effect for the forecast area. A few scattered snow showers here early this afternoon. Total daytime accumulation of 1 to 2 inches possible with cloudy skies and temperatures holding steady. North winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30. Tonight, mostly clear skies and a low near 19. By Friday, a slight chance for rain and snow mixing here late, a high of 36. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on your hometown station AM 1430 WBEV. Currently, it's 29.
1237 from AM 1430 WBEV, streaming online at dailydodge.com. Time for today's community comment. Here's your host, Craig Warmbold.
Thank you very much. You're going to play me in? There you go. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Welcome to Community Comment. Our guests on Community Comment today are with the Beaver Dam High School in to talk about their big fall musical. We've got 6 students that are going to be joining us throughout the course of the program today, along with the director and their student advisor, Marc Lefebvre, who is on piano over here, and the French teacher at the high school.
Yeah, not even a little bit.
No, okay.
I'm so bad
All
at French.
All right, my bad. Marc Lefebvre on the Yamaha.
Yeah, we trying something new today.
Yeah, well,
Craig's always saying let's hear them sing. They're in a musical, so
let's do it.
We're trying it out.
That's what we're going to do today when we throughout the course of this program, which is, I do want to mention, being video streamed right now at dailydodge.com. So you can listen to us, of course, on AM 1430 WBEV or on the audio stream at dailydodge.com. But if you check out the video tab, you'll be able to either watch the video stream live today or watch it back in podcasted form at a later time. We do want to welcome our first round of students into this first segment. We've got here joining us Annie Friedel and Wesley Yarrick. Thank you very much for joining us today, guys.
Thank you. Sure.
All right, and you're Annie, and you're Wesley.
Yeah,
then.
just
All right.
To
my left and my right, respectively, for the radio audience out there. Mark, you got quite a group that you've brought here today.
Yeah. Yep. No, we've got the 6 leads of the show. The National High School Music Theater Association is something we're involved with. The Jerry Awards, you've maybe heard about those before. And they actually take every show that's possible, and they define what the leads are for some award categories. So we've got the 6 leads. We've got Donna. That's Annie's playing. Her 2 good friends, Tanya and Rosie. I think we'll hear them in the 3rd segment today. Mm-hmm. Her daughter, Sophie, played by Linnea Lerwick. She'll be in the 2nd segment. Sophie's fiance is Sky, so that they'll be later. And then we've got one of Sophie's potential dads in Sam, played by Wesley here.
Oh, well, Sam, Donna, welcome to the
Thank you.
The program. So I don't know the names of the musicians in ABBA. Are these all musicians that are in ABBA that are I haven't seen the movie. I know the music though.
The names are just made up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They took all of ABBA's songs and crammed them into one show.
Into one show
yeah.
with a kind of a common story that connects all of the songs, even Dancing Queen.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Even Dancing.
Very good. Now, you guys, I'm guessing, none of you grew up in the 70s?
That's correct.
Yes, that's
I did.
That's a good guess.
The 70s,
How did you
and
know?
then just skip to the 20-teens.
Right. How are you guys familiar with ABBA's music?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
How does somebody that's born in the late 90s, early 2000s, I'm assuming, how does somebody come across that music in modern? Is it because of the movies that came out recently?
Fantastic parents.
Yeah, family.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So this was something you were familiar with before they kind of hit that second life in movie form with Mamma Mia, which is the stage version of the movie that you're doing, essentially.
So it's a little different.
All right. So when were you guys first introduced to ABBA? When did you first hear their music?
I don't even remember. I have known Dancing Queen forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mother is a big fan of ABBA, so just car rides would just have it.
There's a lot of singing in your household too, I have a feeling, Annie.
Always, yep.
And ABBA was right there,
I just
lock and step.
grew up knowing ABBA music.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you hear that the big fall, I almost said spring, the big fall musical is going to be Mamma Mia. What were your thoughts?
Let's go.
I don't know. I guess I was like, great.
So it is Mamma Mia. When is it on the stage? I don't think we've clarified that yet. Who's got that is at the keyboard. You're really. I was expecting you to do more playing us when we're in the background, maybe some light dinner music. Is
Man,
that,
you need one of our cast members, Micah, to be here for
Yeah.
that. He is way awesome at
He's so
improvising
good.
stuff on the piano. He'd like be playing something for everything.
Yeah.
Like, Annie made a joke. Here's a
Yep.
jokey. He's fantastic.
Ooh, well,
Anyways,
you're welcome to do that, but
they
I
should
won't
be
tell
able to-
anything funny. So sorry.
they should be able to tell you when the dates are.
Oh, looks like it got
Are you
turned back
asking
onto you.
when the show is or when the show is set?
Oh,
When can
that's-
people see the show?
When
That is
people see it?
that's an important clarification. But let's go with when people can see
Okay, November 7th through 10th.
it. Okay. That's not this weekend, but next weekend.
Yes.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, 7, right, 8, 9 are the, 7 o'clock, 7:30?
7:30 and then 2 on Sunday.
2?
2 o'clock on Sunday.
Oh, I thought you were doing 2 shows on Sunday.
I
Wow.
wish.
That would be new. All right, so, and then Sunday is the 10th, and that's 2 p.m. show, the matinee. So when is Mamma Mia set? I wasn't going to ask that, but it seems like such an intriguing question now.
1999.
Oh, back in the olden days. Huh?
Before the iPhone.
Tell us about your roles in 1999. You're Sam, you're Donna. Who are Sam and Donna? How do they fit into the play?
Okay. Sam is an architect. He sort of travels the world doing architecture.
Shocker.
And how he sort of plays into the story and his role is that he is one of 3 potential fathers of Sophie. So in this sort of quest for Sophie to try and figure out who her dad is, I am one of the big players.
Okay. All right, we'll meet Sophie later,
Yes.
as I understand it.
Yep.
All right. Would you have been played by Bronson, Pierce Bronson?
Pierce Bronson.
In the
was my character in the movie.
In the movie. Okay, very good. And I hate to compare things
It's
to
okay.
movies, but this is kind of inevitable in this case. Is your character in the movie as well?
Yes.
Donna?
Donna
right.
is played by Meryl Streep.
Oh,
My spirit
wow.
animal.
You really haven't seen the movie.
I really have not.
Like,
I have to see it now.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
The Meryl
And if I'm not mistaken, the sequel that they made is the only sequel Meryl Streep has ever
Yep.
done.
Correct.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Why do you
She
think
made-
Meryl did it?
Money.
So tell us about who Donna is.
Donna, when she was a kid in her 20s, she had a dream to be a performer. Then she got pregnant, and then she became a single working mom.
Okay. How are you related to Sophia?
Sophie?
Yeah,
My
Sophie.
daughter.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
So this would be your grandchild's potential.
No, my
No.
daughter.
Your
Sophie's my daughter.
daughter's Sophie, right?
Yes.
Oh, and she definitely is trying to figure out who the father is.
Yes.
Right.
So Sam
So
is
who
my
you
ex-boyfriend.
were with?
Yeah.
Sam is
That's-
my
okay.
ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
So that's how. I got it. All right. And there's 2 others like him,
Kind of like him. Yeah.
but he's unique.
They're
He stands-
versions of each other.
So they're all tall. So that's
Yep.
I'm the shortest of the dads.
Okay. All right. So there's some height things
Oh, yeah.
going on in the play.
Jack, the guy who plays Bill, he is also one of the other
He's a
dads.
giant.
Is so tall. He is so tall.
So it sounds like Donna had quite a year a few years back then.
Quite a
Yeah.
couple months.
So in my Google Slides presentation that I made for my character, I went through and figured out the timing for everything.
Okay.
And so it all just kind of, it's Sam for a month. I was with him for a month, and then Bill for a week and a half, and then Harry, that's the other one, Harry for 2 weeks.
Are Bill and Harry characters in the play?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. So we aren't ever going to know until we go see the play, or unless we've already seen the movie, unlike me, which one of the fathers would be Sophie's dad.
Yep.
Kinda. Yeah.
So I didn't know that there would be mystery surrounding that.
Well,
Is it a
I was
Martian?
expecting. I thought everybody and their brother knew this story. So now, that you don't, I'm like, well, who else doesn't know the story of Mamma Mia?
I would have watched it, but I announced on the radio 2 days ago that you guys were putting on The Music Man instead of Mamma Mia
dear.
because it has
That's
M's in
Wayland.
it. That was Wayland, exactly.
Right.
So then Mark DiStefano, live on the air, called in and was like, no. And I should have taken the opportunity at that point
Right,
to go see it, but
But no,
I didn't.
at the end of the show sort of resolves without actually finding out who the actual father is.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Right?
You'll have to come see.
Right?
Do I have to see the sequel next fall? Are you guys doing Mamma Mia 2 then?
That's not on stage yet.
not on
And I don't think that the sequel actually helps determine anything either. The prequel / sequel, it kind of
Yeah.
Oh, it's a prequel at that.
it's a time weird thing because
Yeah.
they
like
do
Back to the
after
Future
and then yeah,
Okay.
just like
All right.
Sure.
With music.
actually, I'm pretty sure it's just a remake of Back to the Future.
Is that how it is?
That's how it works.
Who's Doc Brown then? We've got them coming on in the next segment.
That'd be me.
Is that you in a different? So you guys have seen the movie then, obviously. And again, I hate to be the one that compares the movie to the stage play and everything, but are they kind of like faithful companions to each other? Do they supplement each other? Or what is your thought of the movie and now being in the play? How that relates?
The songs are a little out of order in the musical compared to the movie. Like if you see the
okay.
movie and then see the musical, there are certain songs that come in times you wouldn't expect it to. Like I think the song "Our Last Summer," which is with Donna and Harry, it's very close to like the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
In the movie, but in the stage play, it's closer to the end.
Yeah, it's like one of the last songs.
Seems fairly minor.
Sophie sings it in the.
Yeah.
Sings in it like with all the dads.
Yeah,
they can,
and all the dads.
They can do movie magic. They can jump from one scene to another scene to another scene seamlessly because it's movies. But
With all the dads.
We can't.
So we find out that they're all the dad then? Is that?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
We call them the dads.
We call
The
them
dads.
the potential dads. But
All right.
potential dads, when you're reading notes, that just takes
Too
too
much
long.
work.
Gotcha. The dads. So what else have we seen you in, Annie?
Um,
Have we seen you in Annie?
No,
Oh, okay.
actually.
All
I
right.
was not in the state for Annie
Oh.
for rehearsals.
Okay.
But I was most recently in Newsies
Oh yeah,
as
great.
Meta Larkin.
That was nominated for
Yes,
something, if
I
I'm
was
not
nominated
mistaken.
for a Jerry Award. for
Another
that show.
Jerry Award, yes, very good. Congratulations,
Thank
that's
you.
awesome. I saw that. You
Thank
did. You guys all did a great job in that play.
And then before that, Sound of Music as Maria.
Ah,
And
big
before
shoes to
that-
fill there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Julie Andrews, Meryl
now Meryl,
Streep.
yeah.
Is there anybody else that's on your list?
Well, I think we
Have you
checked
played
them all
anything
off.
Bernadette Peters did yet?
Not yet.
Those are some big shoes too.
Yeah, well, we'll have to do,
Pick
Pride of
something for that.
Frankenstein or
Yeah,
something.
sure.
Yeah. So when did you first start in theater?
Third grade.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You've been doing it. Did you start with the community theater?
Yeah,
Telltale?
I started with Telltale.
Excellent. Very good. And now here you are, this many years later. Theater seems to be something that's a passion of yours.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's probably difficult to take something away from your 50th play or whatever you're in now. But were there things that you learned on this production that you didn't necessarily come to realize prior to this show?
I always look for something to take out of a character when I play one. I think Vi has taught me the most. Vi Moore, 2 summers ago from Footloose.
Yeah.
She's taught me the most, but I'm always looking for something to learn from every character.
Did you steal anything from Meryl?
This is actually the only show that I have looked to the movie for guidance.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because Meryl Streep is such a
Sure.
magnanimous actor.
Yeah, nothing. Good artist borrow, great artist steal. Did you take anything from her?
A lot from the song Mamma Mia.
Okay.
That helped me a lot with the development of that moment.
Excellent. Very good. Sam, Wesley, Sam. How long have you been in plays? Is your first one? Have you done couple before?
I've been involved in theater since 6th grade in middle school, but I've only started acting since freshman year.
Oh, okay. So high school is was kind of a new opportunity for you.
Yes.
What have you been in before this?
So I was also in Newsies. I was Race in Newsies, trademark for my cigar.
Yes, I remember there was some mild tobacco use.
In Sound of Music, I was Rolf.
Oh.
And
that's one of the kids, right?
No, I'm
the German guard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And then before Sound of Music, the last show I did before that was Grease. I was Sonny in Grease.
Okay. All right. Sonny. Who's Sonny?
He's one of the T-Birds.
Yeah. You got to wear a leather jacket.
Oh yeah, but I didn't get to keep it. And I was bummed out.
What'd you take away from this experience?
What I took away from being in the musical or playing Sam?
That's a good question. How about from being in the musical?
From being in the musical, I took, like always just follow your dreams in your heart, and eventually you'll get to the right place.
How about from playing Sam?
From playing Sam, sometimes things don't always work out how they're supposed to, but they will work out anyway.
Excellent. Very interesting. Our guests here are, again, with the Beaver Dam High School production of Mamma Mia, which is on the stage starting November 7th and running through the 10th with 4 performances, including 3 evening performances. I understand that we're going to be performing for our audience here some of the songs from Mamma Mia. Some snippets of the songs.
We're only allowed 30 seconds.
You called New York for this.
I called New
York. You made a special
to make
call.
sure. Well, I don't want to get us in trouble or anything, but they said that 30 seconds on the radio per song is okay.
So going into the break here, we're going to.
Yeah.
Now, do we have to rally the? Is it you guys are going to do the first one?
Just Wesley. He's going to give us.
No pressure, Wesley. It's fine.
Stand up.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Face the camera. If our camera operators could make sure he's in frame, we'd appreciate that.
But this is from the second act of the show. It's a song called "Knowing Me, Knowing You." Wesley sings it solo, but we're going to have a very cool dance effect. The dancers, Natalie Dybert and Caden Hoffman, are going to be doing a little bit of dancing, which I think is a unique thing to our show. So
those are our dance captains.
Those are dance captains.
They're absolutely spectacular.
Fantastic.
Not here today,
Not
but
here
during
today,
the show.
But during the show itself.
There's nobody that's going to come down the stairs right now. that I'm not aware of.
Surprise.
Okay.
No, but they've got some cool stuff. So this is Knowing Me, Knowing You.
All right.
Knowing me, knowing you, there is nothing we can do. Knowing me, knowing you, we just have to face it this time. We're through. Breaking up is never easy, I know, but I have to go. Knowing me, knowing you, it's the best I can do.
We'll be back in just a few minutes on Community Comment.
Get lucky with Uncle Bill. WBEV and 95X invite you to join Bill McCullum on a bus to Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells on Thursday, November 14th. Slots, tables, numerous dining options, and lots of fun. Thursday is Sweet Silver Day. Ages 50 plus can play more for a chance to spin to win. More rewards play on select slot machines. New members, ages 50 plus, can earn 10 points and receive $10 rewards play. Plus, receive $5 off your meal at any available restaurant. Seating is limited. Cost is only $5. Schultz's bus service will load from Slumberland parking lot at 1:45 p.m. Bus departs from Ho Chunk at 7 p.m. Come enjoy some fun and let us do the driving. Seating is limited, so stop in at the radio station during regular business hours to reserve your spot today.
Hey, folks, we're going to have a great time. Hope to see you there.
WBEV at Daily Dodge will salute our area veterans with our annual Veterans Day special broadcast November 11th. We want to make everyone aware of the sacrifices that our veterans make to protect and preserve our freedom. If you're a veteran, whether you served during wartime or peacetime, we invite you to share your story by joining us on this special broadcast. Call 885-4442. Call 885-4442. Join us on the air here at WBEV and online at dailydodge.com on Veterans Day, November 11th.
Want to become a teacher but don't know where to start? Let American Board guide you. American Board can help you become a certified teacher in Wisconsin and work toward your teaching license. American Board is a national nonprofit that offers online teacher certification. The online program allows you to set your own schedule so you work when it works for you. Visit AmericanBoard.org. That's AmericanBoard.org for more information on how you can become a Wisconsin teacher.
WBEV and DailyDodge.com are paying special tribute to our veterans in our annual Veterans Special on Monday, November 11th. Listen here on WBEV and watch the broadcast on the video tab at DailyDodge.com. If you're a veteran or you know of a veteran who would like to share his or her experience, please call the radio station. The Veterans Special is brought to you by American Bank and Huff's Repair Center of Beaver Dam and airs Friday, November 11th at 12:35 on WBEV.
A jumper barely clears the fingertips of the defender. A toe on the line is worth 2.
instead of free. A shot hits the back of the rim and not the bottom of the net. I guess football isn't the only game of inches. Every inch of every game is right here on the Badger Sports Network.
Your home for the Wisconsin Badgers is AM 1430 WBEV.
AM 1430 WBEV Beaver Dam, streaming live at Daily Dodge, brought to you by Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly. No appointment necessary for the quick lane oil change at Countryside Ford in Columbus. Open 6 days a week. 10% military discount every Monday. Senior citizen discount on Wednesday. Countryside Ford, 330 Transit Road in Columbus.
12:56 from AM 1430 WBEV. Time for more of today's community comment. Here again is your host, Craig Warmbold.
Take it away. That is Mark Lefebvre. He is the director of the Beaver Dam High School's fall musical, Mamma Mia. We are joined here with two more students who will be performing in the big show on November 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. In this segment, we want to welcome in Linnea Lerwick and Elijah Zulke. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys.
Thank you for having us.
So tell us about, first of all, what is the plot of Mamma Mia from your perspectives, if you had to describe it?
From the character's perspective or just
Ooh. I love how you guys ask follow-up questions. These are from your character's perspective.
Okay. Well, for me, the show is about, I have two main goals, I think. One of them is I'm getting married to Sky. That's so
congratulations.
It's the journey of the wedding, but along with that, I'm trying to figure out who my dad is because I want my dad to give me away at the wedding.
Oh, and you've got three options.
Yes.
As we learned in our first segment. If you're just joining us, by the way, we're video streaming over at dailydodge.com. So you guys are getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Young sweethearts, in love.
Yep.
Must be very exciting.
It's wow. I'm so excited.
Now, did you know your on-stage wife prior to being in this play?
Yeah, we've been in a couple of shows together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been married in any shows previously? So do you have any like on-stage marriage experience?
No.
So you're learning on stage right now.
It really gives off the effect that we are newly married, or we're about to get married, because we
method acting.
Yes.
Brilliant. I love it. So who's Sam? Place Sam in the context of the narrative, if you would.
You mean Sky?
I meant Sky. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, Sam.
So Sky's kind of like this. He almost seems to me he's almost like an outsider character. Like he doesn't really know about Donna's like past like experiences with
dalliances.
Yeah,
Okay.
with Harry and Bill and Sam. So he doesn't really know like the whole situation with Sophie and the fact that he's always known that like she doesn't know who her father is, but he doesn't really know that there's like three potential, and he doesn't know that she invited them to the wedding, and that she has like this master plan to figure out who it is before the wedding so that she can be given away by him.
You invited all three to the wedding? I got to see this movie.
or the
Or
show,
maybe
November
it's like,
7th through the 10th
let's
at Beaver
wait
Dam High
another
School.
week.
Tickets are $7 for students and seniors, $10 for adults.
Good
What?
plug. Well, I mean, the first time I saw Sound of Music was at the Beaver Dam High School production.
And you loved it.
It was great. It was fantastic. I can't believe what I had been missing this whole time. It was wonderful. And I assume this one will be equally as good or better.
That's the plan.
All right. Or my money back? Is that what the
Not the
guarantee-
plan.
All right. So who is Sky?
Well, Sky, he started off as like a stockbroker from somewhere. I'd probably say New York, I guess, is probably my best bet. And so, but then he decided that he'd had enough of like the normal like hustle and bustle, I suppose. And he decided to go on an adventure, and he ended up in Greece, and he ended up meeting Sophie, and then they kind of just like fell in love. And so that's mainly his character.
He throws away a high-powered career for you. That is so special. No wonder you're going to marry him. Was it a good proposal?
Well, the proposal technically isn't in the show.
Oh, okay.
We've talked about it. Yeah.
You do because sometimes you map out your characters and try to figure
Yeah.
out what, and you really talked about what the proposal would be like.
Yeah.
So how in this imaginary scenario would you like to do this on film right now?
No,
as
I'm
a way
good.
of method acting and getting into the spirit of things. So how do you think your character would have asked Sophie to marry you?
I feel like he's pretty simple. Like,
I don't think Sophie would like that. I think Sophie would like extravagant. I don't know Sophie. I haven't seen the movie.
A little bit that way, but.
Okay, all right.
But like,
careful here.
The idea is that basically he had gone on vacation to this taverna. Donna runs a taverna, and so he went on vacation there, and it had only been like a couple weeks or like a month or so, and he decided, wow, this girl, I want to marry her. And so they have like this special place, and on stage you can actually kind of see it. We have a dock kind of built. So the idea is that he proposed to her on the dock because they always like to have fun in the water together and like go diving and stuff like that.
The taverna, which is French for tavern. Is that what I'm to take from this? You're the French teacher. What's a
Still not
taverna?
a French teacher, Craig. No, a taverna is just an inn. The show takes place on a fictional Greek island, actually. So yeah, so we're in Greece for this one. It's loosely based off of the island of Sardinia, I believe is the name of it.
Did you guys have to learn any Greek for this play?
Not us, but there's a character named Pepper, and he's kind of like Tanya's, like he's interested in Tanya. She's not so much interested in him, but he has to say a little bit.
Yeah, Tanya can maybe speak her one Greek line for us in a little bit.
Oh, can't wait.
Come see the show.
Is it Antetokounmpo? Is it all right? So then, what have you guys been in before? What was one of your favorite roles prior to this role, Linnea?
Well, I was just an Annie, and I didn't really have a specific role in that show, but it was a lot of fun. And then prior to that was Newsies, and I had more fun in that show than probably any other show. High energy, dancing, and yeah.
Those weren't your only two shows ever, were they? Okay. When did you start?
Started in 3rd grade with the Telltale.
Okay. Were you in the same play, 3rd grade play as? Oh. We'll have to pick up that answer here in just a little bit, and we'll go over to Sky. Tell us about Sam. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
That works conveniently. Well, look at that. You're an engineer too. Who would have thought? That's pretty impressive. Are we good? All right. So, tell me what the question was that I had just asked you, because I forgot.
Would love to know.
Okay.
I don't remember
All right.
either.
I don't know if you got it out. I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh, so you started in 3rd grade. Did you start?
Yes, we were.
What play was that? Do you guys remember?
Let Your Hair Down, Rapunzel. Yeah.
Did they use your hair? Were you Rapunzel?
No, I was not
All right, I wasn't sure. And when was your first play?
That one.
Really? Also, all you guys came up through Telltale and everything together? What do you remember from those early years? What sticks out?
It was exciting to like learn, and it was kind of cool to see me progress. And the first time I did it, I didn't have like a huge role. I don't think I had many like speaking lines, and it's not super important, but I like being able to deliver that. So and then it was cool to build up to that. So in the 2nd year I did it, I don't remember what show it was, but I had speaking. Was it
Snow White?
Snow White. So then I was the prince, and I.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and then the year after that, I was actually we did Twinderella, and I was Cinderella's twin brother, Bob. So.
Bit of a departure from the prince,
Yeah.
but did you work out how the prince would have asked Snow White to marry him in an imaginary engagement like you did in this
I
one?
was not that advanced
All right.
in acting.
So what was your big takeaway from this experience?
I knew you were going to ask this, but
it is a bit of a curveball. I know it's out of nowhere.
I think a lot of Mamma Mia is about finding yourself, and like sometimes like you're looking in the wrong spot. Like Sophie in the end, like she kind of finds out that maybe she wasn't really looking for her dad's after all. She just wanted like to find out more about herself, and she thought she needed to know who her dad was to do that. So I feel like that's a good lesson to take away, is that sometimes you don't need to know everything about yourself to like have a good feeling about yourself, I guess.
Great, fantastic, positive message ripples through Mamma Mia. It sounds like. What was your takeaway, Linnea?
I think similar to what we just heard. Like at the end of the show, the 2 main goals that Sophie had, neither of them get completed, but she still ends the show happy and living the best life that she could live. So I think sometimes, like our goals, I don't really know. Our goals aren't exactly what we want, but we can find happiness wherever we are.
Are you guys quoting directly from the play?
No.
Oh, wow, that's great. And who can't be happy when you're singing Dancing Queen? I mean, right? It's like the best song. So we're going to end this segment with another song. What do we need to know about? Again, if you're just joining us, Mark Lefebvre, the director, called New York directly to find out if we could perform some of these songs. And so what are we going to do here with this? Oh, you don't have a microphone. That's right. What are we going to do in this segment?
We're going to have Linnea sing a little bit from the prologue called, the song's called I Have a Dream. And a lot of the message that the kids are talking about, this comes from this directly. There's a line that she sings, you can find the future even if you fail. So
all right.
We'll take it from there.
Very good. That one's working. All right. So here we go. It's the cast of Mamma Mia. It's on the stage November 7th, 8th, 9th at 7:30 and November 10th at 2 o'clock of the Beaver Dam High School Auditorium. Tickets are $7. I imagine there is a reduced rate for students and $7 and $10. So students are $7, general public is it is Mamma Mia. Here we go.
I have a dream, a song to sing, to help me cope with anything. If you see the wonder of a fairy tale, you can take the future, even if you fail.
We'll be back here in just a minute on Community Comment.
Create your very own stuffed animal at the Fluffing with an Angel fundraiser on Saturday, November 16th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Nunatech Coffee Uptown, 201 Gateway Drive, Beaver Dam. Choose from over 100 animals, outfits, and accessories. Each pet is $25. Stuff your own animal with your hands. No machines needed. Each new pet goes home with a wish heart and a birth certificate ready for your forever love. You can add a Noel's Angel Walk t-shirt for your pet for just $5, and additional outfits are $12. All kids who participate will also get a Stuff and Love jelly bracelet. Donate new or gently used hats and mittens for Clothes for Kids' Snowvember collection. Kits are available for purchase for those who are unable to attend. Noel's Angel Walk is part of the WBEV 95X Children's Radiothon. Check out all the details at dailydodge.com.
Sky is Sky spelled like Sky.
Sports injuries, nagging aches and pains. It's frustrating when they limit your mobility and prevent you from enjoying the activities you love. At BDCH's Institute for Movement and Orthopedics, we utilize the latest in surgical solutions to help you live pain-free. We're able to seamlessly maximize your mobility because our team of experts, from orthopedic surgeons to physical therapists, collaborate to customize a plan that will reclaim your quality of life. To find out how we can keep you moving, visit bdch.com/IMO.
Dave didn't want color blindness to further define his life and found Enchroma Eyewear at Vita Park Eye Associates in Beaver Dam.
A couple of months ago, I was on the website again, and I noticed that there are retailers who carry the Enchroma glasses, and Vita Park was one of the places. I was able to actually try the glasses on and verify that they actually do work for me. The first time I put the glasses on, there was a red pickup truck in the parking lot, which I saw as being a fairly bright red pickup truck. But when I put the glasses on, the truck changed color completely. It turned like 3 shades brighter, and it was almost like it was being illuminated from the inside. It was so bright. One of the other things that was kind of a little bit of a problem is, you know, the green traffic light? I would not see any green in the green traffic light. It just looked white, which can kind of be a problem sometimes.
If color blindness is impacting the quality of your life, see the doctors at Vita Park Eye Associates in Beaver Dam.
Stop into Menards and save big money on all of your home improvement needs. Polar Plastics All-Purpose Clear Plastic Sheeting is a great solution for insulating windows, to be used as a drop cloth or for covering insulation. Choose from 4mm, 8-foot 4-inch by 100 or 10-foot by 100-foot rolls. Get the rolls for just $19.99 after mail-in rebate. These prices are good now through Saturday, November 9th. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
¿Buscas un lugar para obtener todas sus noticias locales en español? Estamos orgullosos de anunciar la nueva sección del diario Dodge en dailydodge.com.
11 minutes after 1 o'clock from AM 1430 WBEV, streaming online at dailydodge.com. Time for more of today's Community Comment. Here again is your host, Craig Warmbold.
Payback time. And we're back here on Community Comment. Take us away, Mark.
What was I going to do? I don't actually play piano in the show, so if it sounds bad, don't worry about it.
Never had one lesson.
I told my piano teacher at my first lesson I would never play in public.
Oh, well, that worked out well.
Yep.
Yeah. Congratulations. He or she must be very proud of you.
So proud.
How? When did you have your first piano lessons?
3rd grade, Valentine's Day.
Oh, and then how many days later did you stop piano lessons?
I suppose when I graduated from college.
Did you? So you took piano lessons from 3rd grade to college?
I was studying piano in some capacity all the way through.
I mean, you're doing. You keep on being self-deprecating, but you're doing rather well.
I'm okay.
All right, but you don't play during Mamma Mia at any point.
No. Well, being the director and the vocal director, I want to focus on the kids singing and I want to focus on their acting. So if I'm yesterday, I had to cover a little bit. Our rehearsal accompanist Lisa Weisensell, she directs a church choir, so she had to go to church choir rehearsal because we went a little bit late. So I just jumped down into the pit and started playing with the band and everything. So I'm okay. I just I know there are so many better pianists out there. So I was I'm good. I'm just not great.
What do you guys think of his piano playing?
It's better than me. Yeah, way better than me. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. It's better than high schoolers.
Yes.
You're welcome. There's a little something for you. Our guests on this segment of Community Comment are the actors who play Tanya and Rosie. We want to welcome into the conversation Ashley Hale and Greta Senhen. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys.
Thank you.
On Community Comment again, this is multiple appearances for you guys now. You can get the punch card and be able to return. So tell us about, Mamma Mia. Were you guys familiar with Mamma Mia before?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mamma Mia was actually the first movie musical that I had ever seen.
The first one?
The first one, yes.
Okay.
And I had it on DVD, and I had this 8-inch small TV that I would play it nonstop. I'd watch it over and over every day.
What was it about Mamma Mia that captivated you?
Well, it's a lot of energy, and I just really liked the music in it, and it's just my favorite.
Now, you play Rosie.
Yes.
And do you remember the character Rosie from the stupid question, it sounds like. Who is Rosie?
I couldn't tell you her name.
Okay. And the character in the movie?
Isn't it Julie Walters?
Oh, no, yeah, the question wasn't who is Rosie the actress. I'm sorry. Who is Rosie that you're playing? Tell us about your character.
Okay. Well, she's kind of in my opinion, a free-spirited person. She does what she wants just because she can.
Excellent. And now, as I said earlier, I hate to compare the movie to the play and everything like that, but do you feel that there's a little bit of carryover that this movie that you love, you're able to put on the stage?
Yeah. I was trying not to make it so much like the movie, but since I've seen it so many times, it was kind of difficult for me not to. But
does your character have some inflections that might ring true to what the movie character was like?
Yes and no, because in the movie, I don't think Rosie disliked Sky, but I'm playing it as I don't like Sky.
You don't like Sky? What is it? The cut of his jib? You just don't like him?
Just don't trust him.
Yeah, he seems a little suspicious. Yeah. What are his true motivations,
exactly.
right?
I gotta protect Sophie.
You gotta ask yourself. So what is your relation to Sophie?
I am kind of her pretend aunt, as I consider myself, just because.
You know how some families, they do your friends,
our
your
uncles
kids would call
and
aunts or
aunts.
uncles.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
that wasn't
Okay.
for my family, but that's the kind of that.
You're a non-blood
non-blood
relative.
We're Auntie Rosie and Auntie Tanya.
Oh, the two of you guys have kind of a dynamic relationship. So you're Rosie, you're Tanya.
No, I'm Rosie.
You're Rosie, you're Tanya. You're the one who speaks Greek.
Yeah, but it's only for one line in the show.
It's only one line of the show.
Yeah, because I'm trying to show the boys who's boss and that I'm smarter than them.
By speaking Greek.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, that makes
And
perfect
then
sense.
French, and then English.
Now, have you taken any French or Greek classes?
Have you heard of Duolingo before?
Yeah. That's no, I haven't. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I won't inquire any further.
App, right?
Yeah, it's a language
Where
learning
you
app.
can kinda teach
I think
yourself
I've tried like 5 different times to learn French, and like we all get in a kick where we're all like, okay, Duolingo, and we do it for like 3 weeks, and then we just stop. And then like 5 months later, like, okay, we're actually gonna do it this time, and then it fades away again.
But you're
And
probably
then
in the middle of a musical, and that's why you have
and
to
then a
stop.
year later, we're like, we're gonna actually learn French this time, and then we don't learn French.
Before you met Mr. Lefebvre, were you like, oh, I bet he's French. He could teach us French. I'm so excited.
No.
Okay. All right. So you guys then, in relation to the character Sophie, you're like the friends, the aunts, the family, and are you suspicious of Sky too?
No, I think he's cute.
Oh, the plot thickens. Are you guys supposed to be the same age as Sophie, or are you guys
no, we're Donna's age. We're Donna's best friends.
Oh, you're Donna. So
And Donna is Sophie's mom.
so you guys were born in like the 70s.
Yes.
Born in 1961.
Yeah, I was born in 59 also.
Oh, did you do any historical research into the latter half of the 20th century to help develop your characters?
Kind of.
Yes, we did.
Really? Like, what
I'm
would
so
you
proud of-
possibly do?
Well, we all went to Penn State.
That's research we did. I made a Google Slides presentation all about Tanya. It's 15 slides long. I can send it to you if you want to.
Oh, sure. I
see it.
will accompany with this video. You just click down
yes,
below.
Yeah, there should be a link.
Yeah.
You might have
Give
to request access to see it, and then I can let you in. But it's really cool.
What does your Google Docs montage say about you?
It says that I am smart and I'm hot and I'm rich.
Okay. All right. This is all stuff that's not in the play.
Not me as an Ashley. I'm talking as Tanya.
Yet. But Tanya.
Yeah. Once
Right.
I make my million. Well, I
One day you will get your money.
The smart thing's debatable, but we'll get to the rich thing maybe.
Okay.
Like they're joking about these Google Slides, but for real, this cast has done so much work when it comes to character development. I have no training in directing. Like I just kind of done it on the fly.
He's
and
good at it.
fortunately, I've
Oh.
had some awesome kids that work with me and are willing to try things and make mistakes together and that sort of thing. But I got to go to a training this summer and work with a Tony Award-winning actress, and she was explaining just a whole lot of this about like character development, and just I'd heard all this stuff before, but she just packaged it in a way that just made sense to me. So the second day of rehearsal, we sat down, like you hear these kids talking about their goals and their backstories. We talked about this 2 days in, so the entire rehearsal process, they've been thinking about, okay, we went to Penn State together. Nowhere you could go see a different Mamma Mia, and they'd be like, what do you mean they went to Penn State? I don't know what you're talking about. But that's what this cast has decided, and they talk to each other. You were talking about the proposal before. I was like, when did you, like, that was a question I asked them. When did you propose? And so they picked a place on the stage, and they made it their special spot. So there's a couple times where they go back to that. So, like, we've weaved these unimportant, unwritten things that, other people might not notice, but we've dug in. And I'm really proud of the work that these kids have done. We're goofing about the Google Slides, but for real, to come up with 15, 16, whatever slides it was, it took some work. Outside of these are all seniors that you heard today. They've, some of them have some pretty tough courses that they're taking, and 2-3 hours of rehearsal a night, and still finding time to develop their characters. It's some really cool stuff. Sorry, proud teacher moment.
And you did this too with the Google Slides. You just went
I don't have time.
You went to.
I just kind of.
Great example right out
Thanks,
of that
Greta.
wonderful.
I'm sorry.
Just boost you all
I'm
up.
sorry. A lot of people did, and I'm really happy that they all did that. But like,
But Greta, you have thought about these things.
I've thought
it's not
about
like
these
you didn't,
things.
you
I just didn't put
make
it
a Google
down
slide.
in a slide.
So you were arrested at Penn State then?
No.
Okay. You guys had a lot of fun though. It sounded like.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually all got matching tattoos.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
So there was some.
They will be in the performance.
Is that really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a fun fact.
The actors are getting temporary tattoos. I did not require my cast to
Yeah.
go out and get permanent tattoos. So those are not old enough to do that.
Yeah,
Those are not taxpayer-funded tattoos.
nope,
then that we have to. Okay. Just
yeah, so Mom, I know you're listening. Just it's not real.
not a real tattoo. But again, part of that valuable background that goes into crafting these characters, and then kind of gives you that extra kind of layer of individualism and bringing your own personality to it. I would think.
Oh yeah.
You can expand upon that if you want, but I'll just ask another question. How about that?
Craig, can I jump in with something?
Oh, Mark, would you? Thank you.
Can I save you for a second? There?
Yes, please.
Greta, you need to talk about a couple Mondays ago.
Greta, tell us about a couple Mondays ago.
Cool opportunity you especially had that all of us had.
And the cool opportunity that you had that nobody else had.
Oh, well, we definitely all had that pretty cool opportunity. A couple Mondays ago, we had the second to last Rosie from Broadway come to work with us at our high school.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I've got my picture and everything. If
A
you need me to
Broadway
prove it.
Rosie
Yes.
played in New York.
Yes.
And how did this happen?
There's a program where you can get. I mean, Lefebvre knows more about it than we do because he organized the whole thing. But
Mr. Lefebvre, you mean?
Yes.
Just asking. Just kidding. Sorry.
Mr. Lefebvre, he organized the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
The company that I worked with organized the whole thing. You made some phone calls and stuff, but yeah, no. Somebody reached out to me and said we've got this woman who played Rosie on Broadway. She likes to come out and work with high schools. They gave me her phone number, so I was able to chat with her ahead of time and make sure she was legit. And she was she had the same sort of vision about things. And she came and worked. She gave a little bit of we did some warm-ups and a little intro of herself, and then we did 3 students had the opportunity to fake audition for her, just sort of sing a song, and she got to work with them a little bit. We ran a third of the show for her, different segments, different things, and then we had an opportunity to do some Q&A, and she gave some signed some autographs for us, and the production team actually got to have sushi with her afterwards, and we got to chat a little bit more.
Yeah,
and
without me.
Without everybody. Sorry.
Rosie wasn't there for
I
the
know.
Rosie?
I should have been there.
For the sushi? Were you there for the rest of it?
Well, I was there for all of the rehearsal, but I was not invited to get sushi.
Sorry about that.
Maybe you should have put the Google Slides thing together.
You got me.
So no, it was a very cool experience, and I think it has. I check in with the kids, but I think that it definitely informed some of the choices we're making. I at one point during the rehearsal called this Coco Cone is her name. I called Coco the literal worst because she planted an idea in my brain that I couldn't unthink anymore, and so we added it's not a terribly big thing, but we added a significant section to the prologue of our show. Actually, we just were planning on orchestra, just do your thing, and we added this section, and I was like, I can't stop thinking about it. I have to figure out how to make this work in the next 3 weeks. So that, and I know she worked with Greta on Rosie's signature song, "Take a Chance on Me."
Oh wow!
Some ways to just make it a better performance. Keep it funny, but we had choreographed a lot of stuff to be a lot funny. And that caused Greta to be winded on the singing side of things, so we couldn't understand her as well. She was being physically comedic, but she's like, here's what you're going to do. Try this, do this, great. And then the next day, all of a sudden, Greta's like, got it, perfect, love it.
What did you learn? What did Rosie learn from Rosie?
Oh, what didn't I learn? It was such a great opportunity to work with her. She taught me how to be funny without trying, kind of. And she taught me, not only me, but everyone, how we can look at what we're doing differently and how we can add a little bit of a twist, or she taught so much, it's just kind of hard to just say one thing.
It sounds like you changed the approach to your character maybe a little bit.
I did, yeah.
How would you say you changed that?
Well, I started it with my idea from the movie, but then she gave me her Broadway ideas, and instead of being just funny, I am now funny and stern and honest, I guess you could say, opinionated.
The best was when Coco, Greta would deliver a line, the lines that she did. What'd she say? She was 3 years on Broadway?
3 years.
For 3 years, 8 nights a week for 3 years. She or eight
Shows.
8
8
shows a
times.
week.
Sure.
Yeah, not 8 nights. That doesn't work, right? But 8 shows a week for 3 years. And I think it was one of your first lines when you're meeting Sky, and you're hello, and it's the word hello. That's all there is to it. And she just, the way Greta delivers it, and Coco was in stitches laughing about how funny it was, and she's like, I wish I could go back and deliver that line differently. Like
she wanted to deliver it like you. How do you deliver it? Can you give us an example?
Well, I can't say part of the line on air because
there are some naughty words.
There are some naughty
this
words.
This is PG-13-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Donna is introducing us to Sky, and she talks about how we were her backup band, and I was like, no, we're not. And then I look at Sky, I give him the up and down, like, who are you? And then I go, hello. And I shake his hand very sternly, and I stare at him while he talks.
And she didn't. It wasn't something that she asked you to change. It was something. It was
Something
some
that
praise
I
that
did,
she
yeah.
brought to it. That's amazing. What was it like actually having a Broadway actress on the set during rehearsals?
It was very exciting. I was like the whole entire day at school. I was like, guys, she's gonna be here soon. It's so exciting. I asked her a lot about script annotation and how to develop character more because that's something that I always want to learn about. And she gave some good advice on that and just like ask a lot of questions of your character and try to answer them to discover more about your character.
What is script annotation?
So script annotation is like when you get your script. It's like I have my script sitting on the floor
Mhm.
over there, and
You're off book, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
just wanted to make sure.
I just like to. I was going through it and script annotating, and you like go through, and I usually write like I take all my lines, and then I write what I'm actually trying to communicate when saying that line. So if somebody says something like, "Good morning, how are you?" Like that's what you're saying, but you could actually be saying like, "What are you doing here?" or like, "Oh, I'm so tired," or just like.
Or, I mean, for Greta's, when she's saying hello, she's actually saying, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah.
Right. She
Right.
says the word hello, but the meaning behind
The subtext,
The
of
subtext,
what you're getting at. What did you learn from her? What advice did she have when it came to script annotation? Just get in there and do it and be descriptive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And does that change your approach, you think, going forward?
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of script annotating.
So you're Tanya,
Mhm.
and you get to speak Greek. I know we kind of covered that already,
I
but
get to say one line.
you get to
in-
say one line in Greek. Can you deliver the line?
Come see the show.
Ah, you've developed them well into true salesmen and women.
The thing is, they're all seniors. I have so many seniors this year. Do we have a number on how many?
It's like 20.
16 seniors on stage this year.
16
plus-
seniors.
No? That's including crew. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Only
14 on stage.
But these are, I joke that these are, quote, my seniors, but I only say that because I was a freshman at Beaver Dam High School when they were freshmen. That was my first year. So these
Oh.
kids have worked with me for the last 4 years. I've been directing the high school musical with them for 3 years. I did vocal music their first year for Once Upon a Mattress.
You were a freshman teacher.
Freshman teacher
when they were
in
freshman
Beaver Dam,
students.
not even my
at the
first
same
year.
time. So you kind of came up with these kids.
Yeah, so I like these ones. I mean, here moving forward, I will have worked with the kids for 4 years, but this is, I think this bunch, like, especially in the music world, I feel like there's a lot of attachment. I mean, if you look at the band students with Mr. Diggins right now, if he were to have to leave for some reason, like there would be so much heartache because it's a big thing. And Mrs. Paul was there for 24 years, you know. So I was the new guy coming in. It was, you know, I didn't expect the students to love me right away or like me right away or anything, but these students didn't have her, so they just were like, okay, he's the choir director, let's sing music. He's directing the musical, cool, let's make music, let's act, let's dance, let's sing. And for the most part, like, I mean, Mrs. Paul's been super supportive throughout the years. Mr. Radke, who was there for 38 years prior to her, is, you know, he's been super
He was my
Oh,
supportive.
mom's choir
Probably
director.
listening
really?
right now,
Oh,
telling me
wow.
that I'm talking too fast. But
I will say David Letterman did not let Paul Schaefer talk this much, but that's okay. you're on a roll.
Sure.
So,
Anyway.
Did you guys? This is your second to last high school theater performance, assuming that you guys want to try out for the spring play. This is going to be your last.
Yep.
This is it. What do you think when you look back at 4 years of high school plays?
Man, you're gonna make me sad.
Well.
What an honor.
Really?
Yeah, I've met all my friends through theater, so.
Wow. What advice would you have for somebody that's coming into high school that may like theater and think about trying out?
If you're thinking about it, do it. You meet so many amazing and talented people, and you may even find your future career through theater.
Wow. Are you thinking about being in the arts beyond high school?
I'm thinking about becoming a choir teacher.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Well, in no spring play, though. This is their last chance.
I don't really like doing plays.
Okay. You like musicals?
Yes,
All
yes.
right. Excellent. Very good. Well, it's been nice having you here, and those of you who might not be back for the spring play. We've seen a lot. These have been familiar faces with some of these kids over the years, including you, Ashley. This is probably third, fourth, maybe fifth time you've been here.
Yeah, I was last on here for Frozen Junior this summer.
That's right, because you were the choreographer.
Yeah.
And you got to kind of pass along what you learned to the next generation of kids.
Yeah.
That must be nice.
It's been a wonderful experience.
Are you going to be in the spring play?
I'm not sure yet. I have to save money to go on the New York trip, so we'll have to see.
There's
how
a New
that
York
goes.
trip? Is it a theater
there's
trip?
A New York trip.
It's like a Broadway trip?
Choir trip.
Yeah, well, choir is
Oh,
going
wow.
to New York, and we're going to hopefully see 2 shows on
And
Broadway.
do workshops and go
And
to
do-
all the
yeah,
places and
for
things.
sure, we've got a workshop with Broadway performers in a Broadway theater.
That's fantastic. So when you look back at 4 years of theater in high school, and then many years before that, obviously with the community theaters Telltale, what sticks out at you? What did you learn in those 4 years? Would you say?
I really don't know what I would do without theater. I feel like throughout my entire high school career, theater's just been the constant. Like, it's always some form of it's going on, and it's something that I have to do. It's what I always look forward to.
Do you think
doing.
it's something that you'll continue to do in some form or
yeah.
another after high school?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, tell our listeners why they should see, and our viewers on the video stream, why they should see Mamma Mia on November 7th, 8th, and 9th, or September 10th. November 10th. Sorry, it says it right here, November. We'll start with you, Greta.
Come see Mamma Mia because we've got so many talented actresses and actors in the show, and it might be your last chance to see some of them on stage. Well, a good majority of them in the high school world, at least.
Oh, wow. That's great. That's a great answer. And Ashley?
I can't guarantee this, but I think that if you come see Mama, you will genuinely enjoy yourself.
Wonderful. Very good. We're going to leave everybody with the big number, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's the plan.
All right, Mark, before we get to that number, though, why don't you wrap everything up for us? Great group of kids you got here.
Sure. I was just going to say tickets are $7 for adults and seniors. Nope. For seniors and students, $10 for adults. They're available at Rechecks. New this year for the High School Musical, they are assigned seats.
Oh.
So if people are waiting to get them at the door, feel free. If we have them. I do know I've seen a whole bunch of productions of Mamma Mia, and everybody keeps saying it's going to sell out. I would love to have that happen, but guarantee yourself to get some tickets. Head over to Rechecks. They'll get you hooked up with some seats, and I don't know. It should be a good one. We're having a lot of fun with it. We open a week from tonight, huh?
Wow, it is.
1 week from tonight. All right.
Makes it seem more real. So.
And you'll be off book by then, Ashley. Then.
I am
okay.
off book.
All right. I just wanted to check.
We're gonna close it up with Dancing Queen, which Donna and her friends, the Dynamos,
Donna and the
sing.
Dynamos.
So Annie, why don't you come grab this mic, and we'll close it up. Thanks for having us, as always. Greg.
Thank you guys very much for joining us on the program today. In just a little bit, we're going to have Roger Knoll come up to talk about Beaver Dam native, 20th century's biggest movie star, Fred McMurray, who's from Beaver Dam. There's some stuff that's going to be going on that Roger's behind, and we're going to be talking to him in just a few minutes. In the meantime, we want to thank our guests for joining us on the program today, and we're going to leave you again with Annie, Ashley, and Greta singing the big number from Mamma Mia, which is on the stage of the Beaver Dam High School Auditorium, November 7th, 8th, and 9th.
The dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine, oh yeah. You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen.
And that is going to do it for this
eat, and meet Santa when you stop at the Juneau Holiday Craft Fair Saturday, November 2nd from 9 to 2 at the Juneau Community Center. With 40 vendors, you'll find that perfect gift for everyone on your list. When you stop in for your holiday shopping, have brunch, enjoy bake sale yummies, and bid on the silent auction items. Oh, and Santa is there for a photo op with you and the kids. The Juneau Holiday Craft Fair is Saturday, November 2nd at the Juneau Community Center from 9 to 2. Santa can't wait to see you.
Westwood One presents NFL 100, remembering a century of excellence in pro football. Sponsored by Prevagen. Prevagen is the most recommended memory support brand by pharmacists. In the 1920s, Harold Red Grange was an All-American halfback at the University of Illinois. 10 days after his final college game, Grange played for the Chicago Bears. Grange's fame and skill helped legitimize pro football, which was struggling at the time. He became an instant star and ambassador for the league, leading numerous barnstorming tours with the help of his Hall of Fame coach, George Halas.
Red Grange gave pro football the impetus that it needed so badly in 1925. I would really say that he was a maker of professional football because of what he added to us. He was one of the finest personalities I've known.
Grange also played well as a defensive back in his later years and helped lead the Bears to back-to-back titles in 1932 and 1933. Stay with Westwood One all season long as we celebrate the 100th season of the National Football League.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's largest mortgage lender. Let's talk credit card debt for a minute. If you feel you're carrying too much of it, you're not alone. The average household in the U.S. carries over $8,000 in credit card debt. Ready for some good news? With a cash-out refinance from Quicken Loans, you can quickly and easily put some of the equity in your home to good use by paying off a lot of that high-interest credit card debt. A great way to take cash out is with our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.99%, APR 4.08%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN to learn how taking cash out with a 30-year fixed mortgage might be the right solution for you. And for a record 9 years in a row, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com. Rate subject to change. Pay 1.25% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number.
The Emergency Department and Urgent Care at Prairie Ridge Health is staffed by Madison Emergency Physicians, board certified in emergency medicine. The same physicians who staff the ER at St. Mary's Hospital in Madison. Open 24/7. The recent recipients of the Guardians of Excellence Award. Prairie Ridge Health. Inspired by you.
The former Blue Zone office space at 138 Front Street in Beaver Dam is available for lease after Blue Zone's recent move to Beaver Dam Community Hospital. The professional building offers a creative space in the vibrant middle of downtown Beaver Dam, with numerous leasing options available. This is a great location for your office or retail business in the center of downtown Beaver Dam. This completely remodeled first floor suite is ready to move in on day one. This property features a private entrance, break room, and restroom, with plenty of existing and newly developed parking for clients and customers. Heat, air conditioning, and water are all included. For more information, call Paul at 920-885-6011 or internet search Janczek CO 53916 or JLC Janczek Land CO LLC. Janczek Land Company, your local source for office and warehousing space with service beyond expectations.
Hurry into Fleet Farm now for smoking hot deals on everything you need for fall. Get huge savings for a limited time on things like Fleet Farm Halloween candy mixes, 2 bags for $9. An A25 game camera kit with batteries and SD card, $64.99. Iron Fighter salt pellets, 40-pound bags are 2 for $9. And Winchester Super Target shot shells, just $4.99. Fleet Farm has smoking hot deals going on now. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
When is it?
Listen to WBEV online anytime at dailydodge.com. Brought to you by Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly.
Here's a look at your weatherology forecast. A winter weather advisory continues until 3 p.m. this afternoon. Chance of snow this afternoon, otherwise cloudy. Highs around 33, northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Lows level off around 19 tonight. Chance for mixed precipitation tomorrow, 36. 1 to 3 inches of snow today. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on your hometown station AM 1430 WBEV. Currently, it's 30.
20 minutes in front of 2 o'clock from AM 1430 WBEV, streaming online at dailydodge.com. Time for more of today's community comment. Here again is your host, Craig Warmbold.
Well, thank you very much, and good afternoon. Welcome to this second segment of Community Comment today. Our guests on this segment today are Olga, the Scandinavian skier. I say hi, Olga.
Hi.
And wearing the best costume of Roger Knoll that I've ever seen anybody anywhere wear. It's Roger Knoll.
That's right.
How are you today, Roger?
I am fine.
And we should introduce you properly. Right. Anita Strike, the librarian with the Beaver Dam Community
Information
Library.
and Community Services Librarian.
Nailed it.
Such a long title, it does not fit on my business card.
And your costume today for Halloween is?
I'm a Scandinavian skier, Nordic sweater.
Clearly.
Keeping warm.
The skis are outside, I assume.
Yes,
you could have skied here, quite literally.
I probably could have, yeah.
Cross-country skiing type of weather. Roger, you are dressed as a rugby player from Canada, Alberta, I believe you said.
Austin.
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Big rugby segment in Austin there. We're here to talk about some of the things that are going on at the library. It's another action-packed month of activities, and also the another part in the ongoing series for the Fred McMurray film series.
Correct.
Fred McMurray, he's from around here, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Have you ever gone as Fred McMurray on Halloween?
No, he was a little taller than I am.
Well, but that's the beauty of Halloween. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So for those not familiar, maybe just joining us for the first time ever, what is Fred McMurray's connection to the beautiful city of Beaver Dam?
Well, his parents were both from Beaver Dam. His father was a concert violinist, and his mother was the local beauty of Beaver Dam.
Never does. I think it's the first time you've ever worded it that way in all the rundowns I've gotten.
Oh, well, she was.
Fred McMurray's mother was hot, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And so they were out on his tour, concert violinist tour, when she had Fred in Kankakee, and they immediately sent Melita and Fred Jr. Back up to Beaver Dam. So they were here most of the time through his high school years. So he graduated and then went off to play on a football scholarship to Carroll College.
And the city of Kankakee, Illinois, has a plaque commemorating the birthplace of Fred McMurray in their train station. How do you feel about that, Roger?
I feel that it is fine that it is in the train station because that's about how long he stayed there.
Ba-dum. All right, we needed the drummer here for that. I guess we lost the keyboardist, though, for this segment. You are not happy that Kankakee has taken over Fred McMurray's...
Oh, no, I don't mind. It's just
don't sugarcoat it, Roger.
No, I really don't mind it. But I just think that when you think of somebody as being from someplace, you think of that place had some kind of influence. No influence on him. I mean, he was there for a couple of days, and then they were off to Beaver Dam. I mean, to me, a place who can really claim somebody is where they were influenced by their teachers, by their friends, by their coaches. That's they make an effort to form this boy into a man, and that's what I think is. But that's why I've never really felt it proper for us to claim the Righteous Brothers.
Bobby
Hetfield.
He's a Beaver Dam boy, born and bred, or born.
Yeah, he was here for maybe about a half a year too.
Okay.
So.
But doesn't count as far as you're concerned.
Well, not really. I mean,
is there a Bobby Hetfield?
To me, it's no different than somebody from Beaver Dam deciding to have their child over at Columbus Hospital and then bringing the baby back immediately. I mean, it's
a fine hospital, by the way.
Yeah, yes. As Beaver Dam Community Hospital.
Certainly. I get your line of reasoning. It makes sense. This is Fred McMurray's hometown. There is no Bobby Hatfield display, I don't even think, over at the Historical Society, is there?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah. But there has been this ongoing series that you've put together over the years now, maybe over a decade, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Have you hit every movie? Have you doubled up on any of the movies yet?
Oh, no. Well, the last time I showed my 25th movie, and if I continue to show all of his movies at the same rate, I'll be like 117.
Oh,
before
okay.
I get them all done.
Well, that might be the key to longevity.
Well, we were just talking about that.
He doesn't want to live that long.
So what movie is on tap for the latest installment in the Fred McMurray film series, Roger?
It's kind of a quasi-Western called Calloway Went That-A-Way. And it stars Fred and Howard Keel and Dorothy McGuire. It's made in 1951, and it was just about the time that television was coming in with this craze for cowboy films. They would show all the old cowboy films of like Gene Autry and Roy Rogers and Hopalong Cassidy. And so Fred and Dorothy McGuire play these publicity people who are promoting one of these old-time cowboy film stars called, let's see, what was it? His name is Smokey Calloway. I
think I'm Smokey Calloway for Halloween next year. I think that's the plan.
He's very popular with the kids, watching it on TV. But amazingly, Calloway, the guy who played Smokey Calloway, he has left, and they can't find him anywhere. And the sponsor of the show, wants to have Smokey Calloway so that he can make appearances on behalf of, I think it's like a breakfast kind of like cereal type of thing. So they can't find him anywhere. So they happen to run across a guy that looks just like him.
Fred McMurray.
No, that looks like Calloway.
Right, is it Fred McMurray that looks just like him?
No, Fred McMurray is the press agent.
Ah, hot on the trail.
Yeah, looking for this guy. And so they find this other guy, and he comes back, and he tries to take the place of Smokey Calloway. And, of course, then the fun ensues.
It's basically what happened to Paul McCartney. It seems like what you're describing here. Well, now that we have the second Paul incarnation here since the late 60s, if I'm not mistaken. Same scenario.
And actually, this movie was kind of controversial because they thought it was making fun of the cowboy.
Oh, really? Was it kind of a spoof, kind of a satire on that?
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, because the real Smokey Calloway was a jerk. Was a real.
Oh, that's
rotten
based
guy.
on a true story.
No.
Okay,
just in the film.
Sure.
He's a real jerk, and so nobody wanted to deal with him or anything like that. But so like people like Roy Rogers and Gene Autry and Hopalong Cassidy were kind of ticked off that they were making fun of their genre because they were like the all-American type person.
Were they? Do you think? Would you say? In
Yeah,
retrospect,
I really
watching
think
this?
so. Yeah,
It's
in
kind of a
retrospect.
satirical look at that.
And so there was a controversy, and some people said you shouldn't go see it. But then Hopalong Cassidy went to see the movie, and he said, "Oh, it's all in good fun, so go and see it." So the kids went and saw it, and it was.
Did Fred McMurray do press for the movie, or was he unable to be found like Smokey Calloway?
No, I think he did quite a bit of press.
Did he do some press for that? That's good. So this is premiering, or not premiering, but showing when?
On next Wednesday, and we're going to have 2 showings. It'll be at 2 and 6 o'clock. Now, prior to it, I always show some kind of television shows that Fred appeared in, and there will be a Jack Benny one from 1954. It's actually considered maybe the funniest Jack Benny show of all time. It's called The Jam Session, where Jack invites all of these stars to his home for a jam session. It also stars Dan Daly, Kirk Douglas, Tony Martin, and Dick Powell. And that's a very funny show. And then also, and that's just a half-an-hour show. And then also I'm going to show a George Gobel show where Fred appeared. Fred appeared in every first and last episode of the George Gobel show for 6 years. He was called George Gobel's Zipper because he always opened and closed for George.
Okay.
Honest, that was what he was called.
Don't know where to go on that one, but that's interesting. Who is I never heard of Goebel.
You never heard of George Goebel?
No.
Lonesome-
He's like a Carson type of.
Yeah, right. He was a
Dick
comedian.
Cavett.
Yeah.
Okay. Had his own show for 6 years.
Oh, for many years.
And,
yeah.
and Fred and him had a special relationship.
Yeah,
it sounds
yeah. In
like.
fact, when Fred later hosted the Hollywood Palace, have you ever heard of the Hollywood Palace?
That would be like a music venue or a
yeah,
TV show.
It was a TV show. It was like an Ed Sullivan type
Oh,
thing
okay.
with variety.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean they had the trapeze and they had all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
When Fred hosted that, he had George as one of his guests. So yeah, they were, and he was
Not a zipper though. It sounds like.
And he also appeared on My Three Sons. Sure.
Goebel did.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. Which again, of course, Fred McMurray's Crown TV show.
Correct.
That was on the air for what 7, 8 seasons?
12. Second
12
longest
seasons.
running sitcom in television history.
Wow. What is the longest running?
Ozzie and Harriet.
Ah. Okay. Up until that point, has that been? I think that would probably have been reached maybe by this point.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Um,
Seinfeld quit while they were on top.
Right. The only one that, and it's not really a live action, so I mean live. I mean,
Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, sure. Not live action. Good point. This is one of the many events going on at the Beaver Dam Community Library here in the month of November, which is right upon us. How is the film series received over at the library? You get a good draw for that?
It's really well received. We fill the seats almost every time, and Roger he has a fan club, I have to say. So he brings in his fans, but last time we had some people that came in from Madison. They couldn't believe that they didn't have to reserve a seat, that they were
that's
thinking that
great.
it should be that popular.
That's fantastic. This is in the basement of the library that you do this?
No, we actually moved it up to the upper level. We're not doing programs in the basement anymore.
Okay.
So that's why we're doing the 2 shows. So we have the matinee and then we do the evening show.
And I always like to stress that there will be free refreshments, which
Yes,
you
there
don't
will
plan
be.
on,
Yes,
but you
yes,
have
there
to
will be free
furnish because of me.
refreshments.
So.
I've been holding to that every time.
Which is wonderful that the folks are going to, and this is a free viewing
Free,
as well of the
right.
show, and a great opportunity for folks to get into Beaver Dam Community Library, take a look around, maybe browse the shelves.
Exactly. And we do have pretty much all of Fred McMurray's collection on DVD, thanks to Roger. He
Wow.
alerts us when some new collection is available.
And that's available through your DVD rental section.
Right, right.
What other resources are available at the Beaver Dam Community Library?
Oh, we have everything. We have digital resources from ebooks to streaming music, streaming films. If you have a reference question, there's a great reference desk, which I'm usually sitting at. We have children's programs, teen programs, adult programs, and just about everything else in between.
Maybe closer instead of farther. Yeah, we're getting a little feedback there. The calendar for November looks pretty full there, Anita. Or
That it
Olga, sorry.
Yes, Olga.
So why don't you give us some of the highlights of what's going on?
Well, some of the things that are happening that are exciting. We're having a reading celebration, teaming up with the Delta Kappa Gamma sorority. They're a sorority for education here in Beaver Dam, and they always co-sponsor a literacy event with us every year. This year they're having an elephant and piggy party, and if you haven't heard of Mo Willems, he's a great children's book writer, and he wrote the series Elephant and Piggy, which is a big fan base here in Beaver Dam for Mo Willems. And that will be happening on the 9th of November at 10:30. And there'll be crafts and read-along, and then there'll be a special guest appearance with Elephant and Piggy, so you can get your pictures taken.
No kidding. They'll be
Yeah.
there in the flesh, so to
In
speak.
yes.
And that's
in the skin, yes.
That's a week from this Saturday.
Right,
The
right, on the
9th
9th.
at 10:30 in the
Yes.
morning until noon.
And it usually goes till noon, but people are welcome to stay at the library. We close at 5, so there's a lot of opportunity to check out your own Elephant and Piggy or other Mo Willems books.
You've got a fall and winter sign painting program coming up on the 12th.
Yes, we do, and unfortunately that's full.
Oh.
But we hope to offer that again in the spring. It was such a great. I think that the list filled up within 2 hours of letting people know about it, and that'll be done by Art on the Town. But we plan to offer more programs with Art on the Town in the future.
Your book club's meeting as well in November a couple times?
Yes, it's our last book of the year. We're discussing Code Girls, and then in December we'll have our kind of celebration gathering, and then we pick our books for 2020.
Ah, and is that something? So that's something you do at the beginning of the year.
Well, we pick the books in December to discuss for the whole year.
So now is a good time to maybe think about getting into the book club if you want to get on the ground floor.
Yeah, I always say December is a great time to join because then you can bring your own suggestions for talking about in the coming year.
There's stuff for plenty of stuff for families to do above and beyond the big elephant and piggy party on the 9th as well. You got story time. It seems like every week.
Yes, we have story time through the end of December. Then we take a break kind of during the winter months. And there's 2 different times for that, 9:30 and then again at, I think it's at 10:30. Miss Sarah is our children's librarian, and she does a great job. If you haven't, even if you don't have children, just kind of stand in the doorway and watch her work because she just an amazing storyteller. And her happiness for sharing stories is infectious. We also have the Lego Club coming up, and that's always on the first Tuesday of the month. And this month it'll be at 5 o'clock, or at the 5th at 4 o'clock. And then we have Teen Tuesday, which is the second Tuesday of the month, and that's a regular program. And that'll be at 3:15. And this is all taking place in the meeting room. And this month they're going to do a maze challenge. So they're going to do like a whole maze on the floor, and the teens have to get through it, or otherwise they're sent back to the beginning.
Wow, and that is again on the 12th.
That's on the 12th.
Very good. All of that going on at the Beaver Dam Community Library, November of 2019. This information is available on the library website too, I imagine.
It is on the library website. It's also on Facebook. So if you follow us on Facebook, you can tag the event to help Facebook remind you to come. And yeah, we also post it on Twitter and some pictures afterwards on Instagram.
In the meantime, Callaway That Went That Away is a week from yesterday, so it's next Wednesday, November 6th. Roger, what fit this movie into the pantheon of Fred McMurray movies?
Well,
where does it stand?
I don't know. It's probably a little bit above average,
Okay.
I would say.
How many movies did Fred make in his career?
83.
Wow, okay.
I believe. I mean, and
It's a
then
good
maybe
pack to be in the middle
gets
of.
up to like about 85 if you consider like made for TV movies, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. And a comedic kind of satire of the cowboy genre. Where is Fred at in his career when this movie's being made?
Well, I mean, he's just kind of getting out of the leading man, and kind of going into like the family type person, you know, the father figure. Of course, at this time too, everybody had to do westerns, and people have been asking me to show some. He did about 15 westerns, and some of them are very good. I mean, really like Gary Cooperish, John Wayne-ish, good westerns. But so that's kind of where he is, and then. So this is the early part of the 50s, and he works his way through, and, you know, this is when he's going to start doing, like, the Caine Mutiny, some more serious roles. The Apartment comes up, and then he hits Disney, and then he just goes to all family, G-rated stuff.
This is pre-Nutty Professor.
Right.
The film series, have you given any thoughts to the next couple installments?
No, not really.
All right. When we'll see those after the new year, most likely.
Sure.
2020.
We got something coming up in December, but
what's that? You want anything you need to plug?
Yeah, I don't even remember what the date is, but there's one Starkweather film that I've never shown.
The Starkweather films. Now, these are an amazing historical find.
It's just unbelievable. I can't believe that any other city in Wisconsin really has the collection that you can watch the history of the city develop from the 1920s right up through the 1950s.
Because of a family that basically had a video camera before they were really in vogue, right?
Right, and he went everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, and if something was happening in Beaver Dam, Charlie Starkweather was there with his camera.
And you're going to be showing one that you haven't shown yet.
Yeah, and the reason is because it's traveling Wisconsin. It's his travels through Wisconsin in the 1920s, and just to do some interesting stuff that he filmed. For instance, I didn't know this, but in 1924, the White House was in Wisconsin. Calvin Coolidge brought the entire White House staff to Brule, Wisconsin.
Obviously. Where else would you go?
And so he's up there, and he's got some footage of Calvin Coolidge.
No kidding.
Yeah, and he also has footage from the Bremen Flyers, and Lindy was the first one to go across the Atlantic from the United States to France, to the European continent. Well, the Bremen brothers were the first ones. Well, the Bremen Flyers were the first ones, and they were German, to go west, to fly. I think they flew out of Scotland and then flew into New York.
So we'll be seeing the Starkweather tapes. Will you come back for that and give us some more detail on Charlie Starkweather and where he fits into the history of Beaver Dam and the presentation that you'll have in the meantime? Callaway Went That Away is next Wednesday. Showtime's at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Anita, why should folks make it a point to check out some of the fantastic programming that's going on over at the Beaver Dam Community Library?
It's all about lifelong learning and engaging with your community. And we always see people come to films like Rogers or his history programs or other programs, and people are connecting with each other. And that's what it's all about, community.
Roger, wrap it all up for us. Why should folks come and check out Callaway Went That Away?
Well, it's a very funny movie, and I think, and you'll also enjoy the two TV shows beforehand.
Excellent. And the free refreshments.
Right. And you get to laugh, so just to argue with that.
There you go. That's Anita Strike with the Beaver Dam Community Library. Local historian Roger Knoll, our guest here. We want to thank them. We also want to thank the students who joined us earlier in the program from the Beaver Dam High School. Their plays on the stage, not this weekend, but next weekend, Mamma Mia. I want to thank them again for joining us on the program. Again, Roger Knoll, Anita Strike. That is going to do it for today's Community Comment.
1430 WBEV Beaver Dam. Here's ABC News in progress.
Call 1-800-423-1685. Call 1-800-423-1685. You'll be calling directly to the home office of Encore Energy. That's 1-800-423-1685.